Mike Moore Media.
I'm checking in with Eden Parks and Recreation Director Terry Vernon is on the line with us. Terry, always good to have our monthly get-together. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Mike. I hope you are. It's not a beautiful day outside, but it is nice to be up and about this time of the day. Usually I hang around the house until about 9:30, 10 o'clock before I come in, and then I usually work a little bit later in the day. But it's nice to get up here on a Friday morning.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you coming in and doing this report. We'll get through this rainy weather. It's going to be a nice, beautiful, sunny weekend in the 60s, and good to get out and about and do some recreation things. So bring us up to date. What's going on?
Oh, yeah. Spring's always been my favorite time of year.
Oh, yeah.
Walking up by the sidewalk here the day before yesterday, and I looked down, and there was a little buttercup there. We've never had a buttercup out here right by the sidewalk coming in here to the Bridge Street Rec, but there it was, and I thought, man, that's God saying, have a happy spring, you know. And I thought, This is great right here. So I took a picture, and, of course, I hadn't shared it with anybody, but I thought I'm going to share it here when I find time to do it. But we're doing well over here, Mike. As always, we're trying to stay busy, keeping things going, and from 4 and 5 year olds up to 75, 80 year olds. You know, we're trying to find something for them to do and just enjoy and that kind of stuff. Our baseball program is started practicing. We started practicing this past Tuesday, and looks like we've got over 100 participants playing youth baseball and girls fast pitch softball. So we play in an interlocking league with the other teams here in the county. And we play pony baseball rules with everybody, and that starts out with 6U teams. We start. What we do is actually pitch to them, and then if they can't hit it off from the pitcher, actually throwing the ball to the coach, then we put it on a tee and let them swing at the ball. And I want to see that way everybody has an opportunity to hit it. But then from 6U we go to 8U. 7 and 8 year olds, and the coach pitch. The coach is also pitching in that league, and he's pitching from, I want to say, 40, 46 feet, I think, which is a good chunk of distance between him and the batter. And of course, it develops eye-hand coordination and everything. And some of those kids get a whole lot better throughout the season. The ones that hadn't played in the past, they'll come along, but. Then after the 8U, we go up to 10U, and the 9, 10-year-olds, they pitch themselves, which a whole lot of times you see that there's a whole lot more walks than there is hits, but you'd like for the kids to get up there to hit the ball, not wait for a walk, and that's one thing I've detested through the years as a kid. The fun part of baseball is hitting for me. You know, I love to hit. You were one-on-one, you against the pitcher right there, and you get a chance to shine, so I love that part of the ball. But then from 10U, we go up to 12U, and 11, 12-year-olds also pitch. They can play off and steal and all, or just like regular baseball. And then our girls' fast pitch is basically the same thing, except we go up to ages 14U. The 11, 12, 13, 14 also play all on the same team and everything. And I think we've got 2 teams of 6U, 2 of 8U, 1 of 10U, and 1 of 12U. And then our girls, I think we've got 1 team in each age group so far. So the numbers are, doing pretty good. And from what I've read, they've got... I think about 94, 95% of the kids that had signed up showed up Tuesday, which is a good turnout. And I think we've got a waiting list now. If anybody wants to participate, they'll have to get on the waiting list and see if somebody else steps aside or whatnot. But looking for bigger and better things, and they're practicing on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And I think after the first couple of weeks, they'll go to the little bitty kids, 6U. Will probably not practice on Mondays. They'll just practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but everybody else will practice Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And then, of course, once I think our season schedule will start the latter part of March, like March 28th. And after that, we'll just see how the games go. But I'd like to remind everyone, if they're not doing a whole lot, during the week or whatever, to come by Freedom Park, and it don't cost anything to come in and watch the kids play and just support our local kids, and as they play against the other teams in the community. It's Wentworth and Bethany and Madison Medan and Huntsville, several teams from all over. So it's usually a pretty competitive league. Sometimes you have the kids that need a little work and that kind of stuff, but that's what it's all about, is practicing, getting better, and just having fun and enjoying things, and hopefully they'll learn a little bit of life's lessons along the way as far as teamwork and discipline and sportsmanship and all that stuff that comes along with playing team sports and everything. That's something that I learned back when I was a young child, is you learn life's lessons through sports, and hopefully that's what we're doing out here as far as working with our youth in the community.
Definitely.
And, of course, we have other things going on as far as our adults. Tank has had a Friday night cornhole league. We got, I think it's like 30, 35, 36 participants playing on Friday evenings at the Mill Avenue Center down there, and that's a lot for cornhole, because I think she likes to play a round robin where you playing everybody one time during the course of the league, and then after you play an hour and a half with singles, then you go to doubles, and we'll draw out of a jar to see who's going to be your partner each time. So it's just a matter of luck if you get somebody that's pretty good, or you get somebody like me that's not hitting on a whole lot. So
Okay.
you never know how you're going to do. But anyway, I'm not playing in that particular league. It's the first one I hadn't played in, but I think they're doing well. And then, of course, we always have the pickleball going. It's keeps on staying strong and popular here, and we've got mornings down at Mill Avenue. They playing on I think Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, and Friday mornings playing at Mill Avenue down there at 8:30 till 11:30, and then you got them playing up here at Bridge Street in the gym at lunchtime sometimes. And of course, once the weather breaks, they'll be outside up here at Bridge Street on the tennis courts. And Moorhead High School, they've had been resurfacing or redoing their whole tennis courts down at Moorhead. So we let them use our tennis courts to come up here in the afternoons from 4 to 5:30 to practice tennis. They can't have a match out here because you've got to have 6 courts, and we only have 4 here. But that's one thing we try to help everyone out in the community. If anybody needs anything, we try to go along with them and do the best we can to, like Moorhead, the high school lets us use the Panther Stadium down there for our football program and everything. So we kind of scratch their back, and they scratch our back, so it works out good, and we've always had a good relationship with the community and people in the community, and we want to keep on doing that. And let me see, Carla has got several things coming up. Have you ever participated in the senior games, Mike?
No, I haven't, but that's something I look forward to doing one day when I can.
Yeah, well, senior games have got early bird registration. It ends March 17th, so if anybody wants to participate, now's the time to sign up. You save a few dollars if you get the early registration in. And the regular, I'm getting tongue-tied now, regular registration continues until March 31st. You can pick up a registration packet at the Garden of Eden Senior Center. You can also register here at Bridge Street. Registration party here at Bridge Street on March 17th at 9:45 to 11 a.m. And we'll have practice opportunities and competition for cornhole, shuffleboard, basketball shooting, ping pong, and pickleball. So if anybody's interested in doing any of that stuff, and you sit back and you think, well, I used to be pretty good at that stuff. I don't know how I'll do today, but you never know. And of course, it's in the increments of like 5 years for division or whatever. So it's interesting. Who knows? Now that I might have a little bit more time with me, I'll possibly get involved in some of that stuff. And then let's see, she's got a trip once a month. They try to go on trips with the seniors, and they're going to Hamricks over in Greensboro on March 16th, and I think they always climb in the van and take a ride, and then they go out and eat and stuff, and they really seem to enjoy that. And then they have Spanish classes on Friday at 1 p.m. at the Senior Center. Do you habla español, Mike?
A little. I did pass in college, so I did get through. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, me and you both, as they say, un poco,
yes,
very little.
Sí.
Yeah. Then they have the Quilt Guild. That's going to meet on Thursday, March 9th at 1 p.m. That's a great group of ladies. They've been doing it for many, many years, and Faye Carter, who used to work here with us at the Senior Center, she was the senior coordinator before Carla. She is in the Quilt Guild, and she's a great lady to work with and everything. But she's not the presidente, but they're a good group of ladies. And then Carla's going to start a cornhole league for the seniors here at Bridge Street on Monday, March 6th at 10:30. If anybody's interested in coming up here and participating, we provide the boards and the bags and everything. All you got to do is show up. And we're going to have a community CPR and instruction on usage of the AEDs here at the Senior Center on March 21st at 10 a.m. So that's a good thing. I think our staff is going to, after that's over with, we're going to have everyone in our Parks and Rec department, along with the facilities and grounds, are going to take the CPR class so that we're registered with the Red Cross and everything. Because you never know when something's going to happen, Mike, and it's better to be prepared and everything. But we want to get everybody certified for that. And of course, they're doing taxes over at the Mill Avenue at the Senior Center now. You can fill out a registration packet and everything and take your stuff over there, and within a day or so they got it back to you. And of course, it don't cost a dime. You can't beat that, because a lot of times, you go to a CPR, CPA, then you're going to be paying $150, $200 to get your taxes filed. But this right here is all free, and they've been doing mine for 3 or 4 years now, and do a very good job. I have had no problems with them at all. So that's just great to have, and an opportunity for people that are interested in doing it and not having to pay anything. It's a blessing for you.
Yeah, lots of good things going on there. We've only got about a minute left, Terry. I don't want to leave out anything.
Where's time gone?
I don't know.
I got up slow, but I'm going fast.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Well, Mike, once again, this is the year of the trail. I'd like for everybody to get out. Eden's blessed with having multiple places to go and walk. And for Freedom Park down there, we've had 4 softball tournaments already, believe it or not, here, as cold as it is. The men are coming out to participate. I don't think we have any here in March, but we'll come back in April and start back. But, Mike, it's always a pleasure, buddy.
Yeah, same here, Terry. I appreciate you and your many years of service there to our youth, and just all of your good work, and way back with Eden Boys and Girls Club, and then Eden Parks and Rec, and I know you've got retirement looming coming up in May, but we'll talk more about that as we get closer. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, Mike. Enjoyed it, buddy.
Have a good weekend. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
That's Terry Vernon, Director of Eden Parks and Recreation. As he mentioned right in the beginning, something for everyone, from little kids right up until older adults. So find out more about what's going on their Facebook page, Eden Parks and Recreation. And for Carla's Facebook is Garden of Eden Senior Center.